Okay. Decode the gibberish on the orders with Lane. Complete the cipher. Okay. Sit back. All right. Encryption is always a delicate balance between odds and discovery, intensity of encryption, and circumstance of discovery. Our runners, apparently recognizing the odds of discovery were low and having to pass messages out in the field, opted for a reasonably simple rotational cipher. Perhaps it was the one they learned as children and repurposed to communicate in a way the Enclave leadership wouldn't find. While the notes use considerable shorthand, taken together they make it clear not all is well with the Hearthsiders. Suspicions were running high and supply acquisition seems to have become steadily more dangerous over time.
Yes, and if the R is with the numbers of false increment that just indicates spaces. Ah!
Got it?
Yes. I'll translate all that we have and we can discuss it with Casmin.
Good stuff, Lane. We need all the information we can get.
And valuable insight into post-surge society that developed here.
That'd be nice. Absolutely. Awesome.
Lane, could I have my ink pot back? You borrowed it quite a while ago.
Yes, of course. Just let me find it.
Supply run? Huh.
Well, Codebreakers, how are we feeling?
Satisfied. We have enjoyed reasonable success.
That's Lane's way of saying they crushed it.
Notes being passed between a brother and sister, quite candid, and dissatisfied. In particular with their boss, who they refer to as the Grumple.
The Grumple?
A Renlund myth, where ill-behaved children would be gathered up in a sack and tossed into the river to drown at the end of the year.
Bye.
The Grumple, yes. Renlund fables prominently featured drowning as a punishment for children. The myth has fallen out of favor in recent decades, though. Ren society is less forgiving of flights of fancy.
The Grumple. Really?
Really.
Moving swiftly on. What else did the drop say?
Remember that ominous note about tracking individually in specific teams?
From the context provided by our hauler, we now know a significant number of Hearthsiders survived the surge.
But only just surviving. They relied on the runner-hauler teams. But supplies consistently went missing. There is also a sense that the Enclave was getting increasingly dangerous for the Scouts.
The floods, of course.
With supplies running thin, the supply teams were falling under suspicion of stealing.
This pair responded with the entirely reasonable, if exhausting, plan of overperforming.
I've done that job, Lane. Sometimes you just need to prove the ass in charge wrong.
Indeed. They collected a cache of rare items they were planning to turn in when they felt its size and value would erase any suspicion.
Do we know if they turned it in?
No, but we know what it was. Or is.
And that's where I come in.
Well, damn, does that mean the scouts died? Search for the large cache below the tattered mantle in Lower Denevrin. Okay. Cohh, are you into the Resident Evil games? Oh yeah, the recent ones especially. Mm-hmm. Say tattered mantle? Yeah. Damn, even sprinting in our fastest armor, and he just catches up like it's nothing. You know what, dude? Fine. You want to fight? Fine. What'd you just say about my mama? Wait, what? Did he just insult me and run away? Wait a second. I don't know if I'm okay with this. What was that? Oh, let it go. These things suck. Is there a nest nearby? There is. Ha! Blew up your home, jerks. Worth. Right. Okay. This music reminds me of Valheim a little bit. That makes me really want to play Valheim. Ow. Oh, God. Why did you not grab onto the side? There's got to be a door or path to that somewhere. Where'd the boss's health bar come from? Oh, that's normal. Every level has like a giant boss that's running around causing a ruckus. And if you get anywhere close to it, then the health bar pops up. But that's normal. Each area has like one major boss that can randomly spawn. Boop. One night to be in a dream. That's right. Might as well take our stuff out. Get our pots back. Doop, 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 doop. Is it clear? Yeah, it's clear now, so this will be a lot easier. We were in drought before, which meant everything was on fire and can get on fire easier. So, much better to do this in clear. So let's figure out how the heck we're getting down there. Cool. You. Alright, so we're pretty much right where we need to be. I don't think we can get him from the outside. Oh, maybe there? No, this is somewhere else, right? Oh, no, no, no. This might let us in? We did this earlier, but I don't know if this is the same area. Maybe it is. Oh yeah, we're good. Hey McTribble, what's up, buddy? Oh, you're still alive. Grab on! What are you doing? I don't know why sometimes she grabs on. Sometimes it just takes like, 3 attempts to do it. Water stream, thank you, buddy. Hey, Odysseus. What's up, buddy? How are you? I see you. He dead. Just kidding. He is not dead. not doing a lot of damage to him right now. There it is. Oh. What is abrium? Okay. I'll take it.
Everything all right?
Yeah. There's just so much. Oh. And a letter. Encoded like the others.
Can't wait to work it out.
I'm using a manual climb input? No. No, I'm not. I'm letting the auto system do its thing. Alright, let's go talk to Casman about this stuff, man.
So, the letter. I'm prepared for bad news.
How did you know?
They were collecting supplies for other survivors. We know someone is out there. The supplies never made it to them. That, and the tear stains.
Is that what that was? Yes, well, there's a lot to cover. We have the cache itself and our scrounging siblings.
We should at least give you the high-level details on both. Where do you want to start?
What did the final note say?
Yes, right. It was a farewell. One sibling disappeared. The runner.
I thought the runner of the pair was the one we found.
So did we. But this last message was a farewell to his sister. Apparently the Grumpole...
Really?
I know. But apparently their boss had been ordered to stop wasting resources on the search.
And so our hauler left this farewell, hoping his sister might find it on the off chance she was alive.
He was going to remove all their other messages so their plan wouldn't be found out.
We postulate he was on his way to do that, when...
When the flood caught him.
Damn,
These
dude.
people, however many are left...
That's rough.
They've really been through it.
They might really need our help.
They're still organized and have a command structure. But it sounds dysfunctional.
Is there anything we could do, do you think?
Sadly, no. But their story will live on in our chronicle.
Did we confirm they weren't actually stealing from the Enclave?
The letter seems genuine. I think their plan was to bring in a big haul.
It says a lot about the Hearthsiders that our siblings thought this would clear any suspicion.
How so?
The cloud of suspicion tells us they were in dire times, tightening the screws on their own people.
But bring in a big load and we trust you. Doesn't that sound a little like a bribe?
So you think our runners were dirty?
No. I think the system's dirty, and they're just stuck working through it.
I'm not going to say the name, but do we have any sense of who was giving their orders?
The Enclave's leader was called the Eye, a first of firsts, after a fashion. Elected from the masters of each craft, the High Smith, High Enchanter, and so on. Unfortunately, we don't have any details about their direct superior. I will spare you the name.
Let's move on to something else.
Of course.
Talk to me about the supplies.
They did astonishing work. If I weren't sure they're both gone, I'd hire them.
Indeed, a robust collection, including several enchanted objects we barely recognize.
They had a keen eye for things that could decay and took care to preserve them.
You two sound giddy.
If there's one thing Lane and I are passionate about, it's preservation of rare objects.
I just realized that our girl has 2 swords. She's a witcher. Yep.
Have you been working
Yep.
your magic, Casmin?
Obviously. Thank you for bringing everything back so carefully.
Anything of note?
Yes, but let's save that until we've done the other questions.
Mysterious.
Okay.
Were there any hints of more of these?
As far as we can tell, this was it. Their motherlode.
It's impressive one runner could gather this much, frankly.
That's enough about the cache.
Sure.
So, where do we go from here?
Good news. We compared notes with Dom. We found parts that will let us complete Lucia's Thimble, from those schematics you decoded.
It has been a busy time. Solar will handle the assembly, of course.
I suppose the only other thing to say is... good job, Bryn.
Indeed. We have made progress in unraveling the shape of what the post-Surge society
Hey, Staff,
looks
what's up,
like
buddy?
in the Enclave. Further, these documents are invaluable to the historical record.
And maybe you put a couple souls to rest. Not to be sentimental.
Rithgor.
41. Thanks for the great content. Great second monitor work content.
All right,
Appreciate you, buddy.
let's go over everything we know so far.
We know that, for a time after the Surge, civilians continued to live in Tenebron until they were forced to evacuate the city. We're still not sure the cause.
Wherever the Hearthsiders went, they're still actively sending scouting groups to scavenge for supplies. From the uniform, the Creeper who was watching Bryn sleep belongs to one of these groups.
We also know that a defensive procedure codenamed Asylum sealed access to the Enclave underground. This was done using a barrier almost exactly like the Veil.
Lucia, an ex-High Enchantress, opposed Asylum and began working on ways to sabotage it.
Her research forecasted that the barrier would cause the Enclave to flood with miasma. The very same flood that seems to have killed Lucia before she was able to finish her Thimble.
But we have her design. It could disrupt Asylum's barrier.
So Lucia's Thimble is the key to our survival.
It's less a key and more like a magical battering ram.
Whatever works.
What is it, Lane?
It's just, I've pored over all the documents we've compiled, and a concrete link between the evacuation plan and the underground is nowhere to be found. I can't shake the feeling we're missing something.
The Enclave destroyed a lot of information from their documents. Could that be why you can't find a link between Asylum and the evacuation?
I considered that. The Enclave may have hidden their location from Lucia.
Being a weaver isn't about being certain all the time. It's about taking calculated risks to carve a path forward. And regardless of the Hearthsider's location, disrupting the barrier is the only option to stop the flood.
You're right. I just hope that if we did miss something, it doesn't come back to bite us.
Even if it does, we will handle it.
That settles it. Bryn, it's time to use the Thimble.
Oh.
Thank you for your help with that, Bryn. You've a deft hand for flame magic. You can wear Sev's apprentice hat for one day. Also, Lucia knew what she was doing. This thimble was clearly designed to pair seamlessly with Enclave constructions.
Must be her experience as a High Enchantress at work.
Based on Lucia's notes and what we discovered at the Bastion, this was custom designed to disrupt Asylum's barrier.
Huh.
If it can stop the flood, we need to use it soon.
Agreed. We don't know how much time we have left.
Okay.
The Half-Siders are scavenging their own city. Things must be dire.
I'm worried about them after that particular discovery.
You've a kind heart, Bryn. Though I'll stick to worrying about us, if you don't mind.
Oh! Let's do all the level. Yeah, all the level 1. Oh my god, it looks so... She's got a whole door and everything now. Nice. Okay, next up is 50. MNP, I appreciate you being here, but if you could get out, I'd appreciate it. Thanks, bud. Bam. Beauteous. Okay.
Our supply runners might be why there are so many crates gathered around the city.
Why do they reappear, though?
Dom and I have a theory. The arcs might still be partially functioning.
So, when they're not trying to kill me, they tidy up the place?
Nice.
Like I said, a theory. But that was a big part of what they were built to do.
I mean, that would make sense. Yeah. Do I like this game? I do. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
That console that looks like our scry should be the controls for the barrier. The Thimble was built to interface with it.
Here we go.
Time to disrupt Asylum.
This might be a horrible, horrible thing, and there's a very good chance that this may be containing something, not protecting something. Okay, here we go. Still don't know why she has that face paint on her face. Very unique. I wonder if we're ever going to talk about that. Whoa! Okay. Well. Hi. Did they just go back to murder all my friends?
Great timing. I owe you one.
You need to come with me. All of you.